Hey kitties, Z the Hellcat here, aka Zachary Xanatos. So this is actually my second attempt because I had some audio issues, and that's perfectly fine. Uh, that just means my thoughts are probably a little more collected now. But this is just a quick update as to my social media interactions as well as streaming and other artistic and creative stuffs. This is not me. This isn't a video of me saying, "Oh, I'm done with it all and I'm done being an artist and blah blah blah. Goodbye." No, that's not this. For starters, I am always going to be an artist. I am a creator. I'm a multimedia artist. I'm an art bum. Uh, this shit's ingrained in my DNA. I have tried quitting multiple times. I can't. It keeps pulling me back. So this is not one of those videos. This is not a I'm giving up video. This is more of a I am fucking done with the bullshit of social media platforms slapping age verification, uh, AI slop, AI monitoring, and this just insane Orwellian thing that we have been going through. And you know, I'm sticking to my principles. So in the case of Blue Sky, fuck you. I got slapped with an age verification, and first off, I'm 40 years old. I've been around since AOL Instant Messenger. I've been around since DOS, motherfuckers. So, yeah, fuck you. You don't need to age verify me. And you know what? You don't need to age verify anyone. And this whole bullshit of, it's for the kids, it's for the children. That is the most weaponized political tool I have ever heard. I have been hearing it since I was a kid. My parents heard it, their grandparents heard it. Can we learn that that is just a weaponized tool? If assholes who say they're doing it for the children are not thinking about the children, if anyone was thinking about children, we would all have free healthcare, free education, food and clothing assistance for kids, housing and financial and work assistance for parents. No one gives a fuck about kids. Just like, again, the moment a child is born, that's it. Their use is they're a political tool and a potential soldier or a potential drone. And I'm tired of it. You know what? I'm tired of it. I'm for privacy and I am for humanity. So yeah, no, fuck you. And I'm gonna be leaving Discord for the exact same fucking reason. So once they throw that up, I'll be walking away. I might leave one of my servers up in charge of someone that may stick around, but otherwise, I'm done with this shit. Now, does this mean I'm done with digital social media? Not quite. I have a Stoat. I have a Fluxer now. Frankly, I'm favoring Fluxer because they are Sweden-based, and I trust Sweden with my privacy more than any other place. They have always shown respect to people's privacy. The Stoat is UK based, and that worries me because they are really jonesing with the age verification thing and AI monitoring and all this shit. Um, so even if they're against it, they may be legally required to have to do it at some point. So I'm really hesitant about Stoat, but I do have both. I will bounce between both. I know not having a mobile app is a turnoff for a lot of people. For me, it's not so much of a turnoff. I look at it as a potential way of just being more productive. I don't need to be checking my phone constantly to get updates. Um, that's a big problem with what I have with Blue Sky. I'll be honest, that's another great reason why I'm leaving Blue Sky is it was becoming a distraction and not great for my mental health. The constant flow of political negativity, which is understandable. Trust me, it's understandable, but it's too much. I will get that information through online video sources, through the sources I trust, and I do my own research, and I I take pride in how much I research and see what's going on. It's still depressing to do it, but it's less egregious. The other problem is I mostly doom scroll. I doom scroll, and then most of my posts are rarely about anything I'm making or working on. It's mostly me pissing and moaning about the current things going on in the world, pissing and moaning about fighting for a 9 to 5, pissing and moaning about not doing enough auditions or putting out original content. You know what? Fine. I'll cut the distraction out, and hopefully that means I will make more of what I want to make and do what I want to do. The things I need to do. Um, so yeah, I think that's a bonus on both fronts. Not having to have a mobile app for Stoat or Fluxer, and to be getting rid of Blue Sky. And again, I'm leaving Blue Sky for the exact same reasons I left Twitter X, or X Twitter, however you want to fucking look at it. Why I left Instagram and Threads. I was only forced to use Facebook for a job, but since I got laid off for budgetary reasons, quote unquote, I fucking burned that one out because I don't want to support Musk. I don't want to support fucking Zuckerberg. They're horrible human beings, and they run horrible businesses, and they're taking advantage of people, and they're stealing data, and I'm tired of that. I will be leaving Twitch. I will be deleting that account. Now, that doesn't mean I will be done with streaming. I'm currently on a hiatus. I will likely move to Kick if I do decide to keep streaming. I'm still on the fence about that. I did kind of enjoy it, and I seem to have people that really enjoyed it, and enjoyed my weird punk philosophies, my pseudo punk rock philosophies. Yeah, I'm definitely deleting that one because I don't need Bezos's chump change. After putting as much work into that as I did and seeing how little I got back, and now knowing that it's run by Amazon, I'm done with that. Again, I will say I'd still unfortunately shop that website, and I feel deeply gross every time I do. And I am working to move further away from that. Just right now, financially speaking, I kind of have to go with the more affordable options, and unfortunately they are. But I will, the moment I get a 9 to 5, a proper 9 to 5 that pays well enough, ideally a remote one, trust me when I say I will be fucking leaving Amazon, because there are plenty of local shops that provide exactly the things I need and want. And there are other online resources that do not take money or fund the bullshit that's going on right now. I can walk away. And I will. I absolutely will. And same thing goes with YouTube. And I will be planning on, working my way off YouTube. I am looking into Upeer, which is ad-free. Seems to give a lot more freedom as to what you can do. I'm sure they have an algorithm too, but it doesn't seem as horrible as the Google-based algorithm. So I will likely be moving there. And even Google, just like Microsoft, I will be moving away from those. I'm currently working on Linux. I am using Brave browser and Brave search. Quant is a good one. So again, there are other options out there. I do not need to continue allowing these places to utilize my data and selling them to data brokers just like they do with you. Nor do I want to risk any of my privacy or anything else that they may use. My money, my information, my data, it doesn't matter. I don't want them to have it, and I will do what I can. It's the principle of the matter at this point. And for those that are listening, and if you're still listening and saying, well, if you're an artist and a voice actor, you're just gonna get less followers, and you're gonna lose out on advertisement opportunities. Well, you know what? Fine. I was never in this for the numbers, and I never really cared about the money. The only reason I will chase after that dollar is because I'm forced to need it. I don't give a fuck about money. I think it's a dumb concept. Always have, always will. You know, call me what you will, say what you will, but yeah, I don't really give a fuck about money. The only reason I fight for it is just because I'm forced to fight for it. And that's bullshit. I don't think any of us need it. I think we can all live symbiotically enough and still be independent and just take what we need and only what we need. Um, but hey, that's a rant for another fucking day. So yeah, again, I'm not in this for the numbers. And you know what? Most of the followers I have, you know, just like Twitter and Instagram and Threads and all the other places I was on, the ones that really want to follow, the ones that really are interested in what I'm doing creatively or even in my personal fucking life, they'll fucking follow me. They'll jump, they'll go. They probably are on the same places already that I want to go. So again, fuck that. The rest, they're just fluff. That's all it is. And you know what? The way I want to work, the way I want to perform and be a creator, I'd rather be putting out the work. I'd rather put out more work than trying to talk about it. Doing is much better than talking. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm cutting the ties to the distractions and the bullshit, and I'm going to focus more on trying to be a better performer, do more auditions, try to get more work as a voice actor, potentially do more streams on another platform just for my own mental health, not for some advertising my voice work per se. Um, and, you know, making my own original content. Guys, I have at least 2 decades worth of content. I've written things, I have scripts, I have stories, I have drawings and sketches and characters. I have a lot of shit. It's just I need to put it back out there. That's on me. And you know what? Hopefully this will give me an opportunity to start doing that more frequently. Fuck, I want to work on more music again. There's so much I want to put out there, kids. So yeah, I'm done with the bullshit here. And I do want to stress for those that may still be listening, which by the way, I appreciate you guys for you know taking the time to listen to this rant. Um, if you want to stick around on any of this shit on any of these platforms, cool. That's for you and you alone to decide. You know, I'm doing this for me. Um, and I'm not going to judge or guilt trip anyone about this. If you want to stay on Blue Sky, cool. If you're using X Twitter or any of the meta shit, all right, fine. If you want to keep doing your Twitter thing, Twitch thing, cool, awesome. You want to stick around on YouTube and Google, cool. You want to keep using the Microsoft shit, great. You know, again, at the end of the day, guys, the only person you can control is yourself. I'm not here to convince you to do shit. All I can do is just say what I'm doing and what I'm doing to control my path as best I can. So yeah, something I wish certain political and corpo and other greedy assholes that want more money and power all the time would understand. The only person you control is yourself. And hell, even that's a fucking challenge. So that's not my goal here. I'm not here to say, anyone that's using things are horrible people, they hate you. Nah, you're you. You got your reasons. You're doing what you gotta do to do what you gotta do. You know, like I said, I'm still unfortunately using Amazon. I feel dirty doing it, but I have my reasons why I'm doing it at the time. But I still have plans to fucking leave it. I'm still going to be on YouTube for a little bit, and you know, that's for now. But there will be a time when I shift, and when I do, I'll make it known. But as of right now, to wrap it up, in the case of here, Blue Sky, I'm done. I can't say it enough. I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. You want to age verify? Fine. You do you, boo. You want to keep fucking with your shit, with your AI coding, or, sorry, vibe coding? Alright, again, that's you. Fuck you. At some point, I know you guys are going to start selling out even more and inviting more corporate bullshit. You're going to do what Twitter did. I see it. I see the writing on the wall. And I'm out. You know, if you're going to slap me with an age verification and I have to use a VPN to bounce back and forth, I'm not going to do it. Sorry, not sorry. So, yeah, kiddies. That's pretty much all I got. Um So yeah, as I continue to move forward, I will always keep posted on the places that I have followers on. But just realize again, I'm not in this for the numbers. I'm not in this for the money per se. If I get money for it, oh my god, thank you. Um, and hey, quick shill. If you do want to help out, you can. I have my sources. I got the Ko-Fis, I got the Thrones, I got all that shit still. You know, I might end up leaving those too at some point, to be honest. But for right now, they're still there. I can still be commissioned on Ko-Fi. I don't mind working. But as for tolerating invasion of privacy and forcing an invasion of privacy, uh, not gonna do it. Yeah. So again, I appreciate all you beautiful dorks. Mucho love to all of you. Thanks for all the follows. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for all the support and the kind words through my ups and downs. You know, as much as I'm horrible at advertising myself, you guys are the reason I keep going. You know, the small handful of folks that egg me on. You're the reason why I keep doing this, and why I keep trying, and why I stick with my principles. So, for those who don't give a fuck and to blue sky, love, peace, and motherfucking chicken grease. So long, and thanks for all the goddamn fish. Peace out.